In this video, we'll cover attainment and how to generate the final attainment report for a particular course in the OBE format. Log into a Rubrics account, you'll land on this academics page. Click on OBE. Here you'll see all the courses that have been mapped to you. You can see the status of data input to the courses. Once the data is input and all these 3 steps are finished, Rubrics calculates the attainments. You can view them by clicking on the View Attainment button. When you click on View Attainment, you'll see a report generated for this course starting from Information, your individual assessments attainment section, overall attainments, and analysis. We'll start with the Information section where you can see the course outcomes, the articulation matrix that we have already created, and the marks distribution for every course outcome across individual assessment tools. Now, click on Assessment 1. Here, you'll transparently see the data that you have provided as input. As you scroll down, you'll also see the calculation of the CO attainment for this particular assessment tool based on the uploaded data. For example, for CO1, you'll see number of students attempted, threshold, students above threshold, and attainment. You can modify this threshold to change the attainments. The attainment is calculated using the formula total students scored above the threshold by total attempts. You can also modify the threshold for each and every course outcome as per your requirement. Click on Update and you will be able to see the updated attainment percentage. At the top, you'll find the sections filter, which allows you to view the attainment data for individual sections as well as the overall section data. Similarly, you can see the attainment of all the individual assessments, where the attainment is calculated based on the defined threshold. The final table you see is the course outcome attainment table. This is the most important table as it calculates and displays whether the attainment has been achieved for a specific course outcome based on the data you have provided. For example, for course outcome 1, you can see the attainment percentage in all the individual assessments and also including the external assessment. And now, based on the weightages of internal and external provided in the previous tab, you can see total direct attainment. If you want to modify these weightages, simply go to Weightages and Targets and make the required changes. Once modified, click on Update Changes. Now, if you return to the CO attainment table, you'll see that the updated weightages have been applied. Based on these internal and external weightages, the software calculates the total attainment through direct assessment. The next table is the overall attainment table, which includes both direct and indirect assessment. The last column from the previous table, which represents the direct assessment, is carried forward here. Currently, the calculation considers 80% direct assessment and 20% indirect assessment. If required, you can also modify the weightages between direct and indirect assessment by going to the Weightages and Targets, just as we did earlier. Based on these weightages, the software calculates the final CO attainment percentage. You can define the target percentage, and based on that target, the software will indicate whether the course outcome has been achieved or not. Here, Y stands for yes and N stands for no. It also calculates the attainment level for each individual course outcome. These attainment levels are then used to calculate the program outcome attainment. Now, click on PO attainment. Here, every faculty member can transparently see how the PO attainment table has been calculated along with the formulas which have been used. These are the course outcomes, and for every program outcome, you'll see the corresponding weightage taken from the articulation matrix. The PO attainment is calculated using the formula attainment into weightage by the sum of weightages. Based on this calculation, you'll see the final PO attainment considering all the course outcomes. Similarly, you can also view the calculations for PSO1, PSO2, and so on. Finally, you'll get the program outcome attainment table for this particular course. Now, coming to observations, we have built an AI model for this feature. If any course outcome has not been attained, you can simply click on Generate, and the software will automatically generate observations in the required format. Click on Analysis. This section provides the item analysis of your question paper. Under the Students tab, you can view the performance of every student, the number of course outcomes they have attained, and their overall attainment percentage. We also provide question paper analysis and question paper mapping. All these analytics are automatically generated for each course. Once you have cross-checked everything, click on Generate Report. When you click on Generate Report, the software automatically creates a PDF report for the particular course. You can then download the report using the download option. The report includes the college name, basic course details, course outcome statements, articulation matrix, questions with CO mapping and item analysis, target and attainment graph, attainment through direct assessment, indirect survey percentage, overall attainment calculation, program outcome attainment, PO and PSO attainment, and at the last you can see the comments or observation. Press on Download Report. This is the final attainment report for the course that you can put in your course file. Thank you.